Hello, beautiful people. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Honest Am here, the creator and writer of the Honestly Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter geared towards millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I'm here for another daily motivational video where we use the tarot to become the alchemist of our lives. A little bit about me. I do not just use a tarot. I use God and cusses in the same sentence, and I may mispronounce some things. But if it don't stop Charlamagne to God, it won't stop me. Angel number 22. All right, let's get into it. God, what messages do you have for us to become the alchemist of our lives, to help bring heaven on earth, or just to do magic in public? God, what messages do you think worthy for us to hear at this time? Please deliver them to me and through me as clear as possible. In God's name I pray. Ashe. Okay. 2 cards, please. Make sure you check out the description box below. There are always additional information, guidance, as well as information about me and honestlysis.com. I really make sure I'm trying to put some resources or either an article about Honestly Sis, so make sure you check it out. Yeah! I'm excited. So the 2 messages that came out is expectancy and adventure. Look at this expectancy. Like there's literally an angel opening up a package, and then adventure as, oh my God. It's like, okay, so here's like an angel open up in a package, right? On this one. And then over here, it looks like that angel took that package and it was like gear for them to lift off. So right away, I feel like there is some type of gift coming to you, some type of yes, I feel like this is some type of gift, whether it is a spiritual gift, a mental gift, or a physical gift. That is going to help you on your path. Like, and it's going to like literally completely, launch you into this like a whole nother set of adventures. Like I really feel like something exciting is coming for you. That's kind of exciting. All right, let's get some more message. Let's get some more information to clarify. Let me stop joking. Angel number 215. I love these cards. I be trying not to show favorites, but it is what it is. I really love these cards. Now, clarify this message of expectancy and adventure. What are you trying to get us to understand about this message of expectancy of adventure? What type of gift or present is coming in for us? What type of adventure are we going on? How can we align with this? How can we make sure there are no roadblocks to overcome? God, just make this message as plain as possible. Okay. Holy shit. Wow. Y'all. Angel number 305. So, expectancy, we have temperance. Temperance this is a very beautiful card. Why I see Brandy? Lord, I see Brandy on this card. But anyways, so temperance, we see this woman standing in this beautiful pond, and she has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land, which means she is grounded in both her emotions, as well as being grounded in the actual physical plane. She's balancing her cups in and out, which means that she has no problem with going through the transitions of life. There's a sun on the horizon. A sun in the background, which letting you know that she's standing in her power, her solar plex. Her wings are red, which lets you know that she's grounded in reality and she's very much aware of where she's going and who she is. There's a sunflower here, which letting me know that she's not only, she knows the importance of not only nourishing herself, but nourishing others. So I'd say all that to say that God is saying, you've done the work to balance yourself. You've done the work I feel like God is saying, if you've done the work to balance yourself and if you've done all that you can do, then know that you are at this place of expectancy. Know that you are naturally at this place where there's nothing for you to do but to wait for God to bless you. There's nothing to do but to wait for the blessing to come in. And so if you don't know what to do, just go within. Focus on yourself. Do the things that you've been doing and just wait for it to come. One morning, I had woke up in the Bible verse, I think it was Romans 8:25. It just kept it was in my head over and over. And I looked it up and it was talking all about if you have faith, then have faith. And if you've been waiting for a while, then that must means that there's going to be a really big blessing coming for you. And so if you don't see anything happening in your physical world, that doesn't mean that God is not working in the spiritual world or working to get things over to you. So try to get your attitude, like check your attitude a little bit. Don't be, irritated. Don't get impatient. Like just know that it's coming. Just know that it's going to take time. And the things that you do in the in-between period is just to chill. It's just, there's nothing to do. I've been getting that message so much, and I know that's a frustrating message to hear, that there's nothing to do, especially if you're the type of person like me who is used to just going and doing and finding the next adventure and learning the next thing. But what I've been realizing is there's nothing to learn. There's nothing to, sometimes we can get on this healing journey and we get addicted to the growth. We get addicted to the knowledge and we just want to heal. And it's like, for one, I don't feel like this spiritual stuff is something that you should force and it's something that you should rush. That's why I don't talk about rituals. That's why I don't talk about any of that witchy shit. Like, I just feel like you can do it naturally. And I feel like it's safer to do it naturally and to just allow the information to come to you as it's supposed to come. Allow, your gifts to unfold and to download in the way it's supposed to unfold. And so I really feel like God has been trying to, me, and I feel like all of our, the people who are really tapped in spiritually, I feel like he's been like, chill, like you're good. Like, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to work for. Like, the essence of spirituality is contentment. And so I feel like if you've been doing a lot of work and you like, I just don't see it. God is like, chill. It's coming. Just have this attitude of expectancy. Have a mantra. I'm always saying, I've been saying it lately too. Angel number 658. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant with possibility. I'm pregnant with abundance. I'm pregnant. My change is here, So God is saying, continue to hold in that space and continue to keep your emotions balanced. For adventure, we had the 3 of Swords coming out, and I love this so much because what God is saying is that all that heartbreak that you experienced in the past, all of that trauma, all of those sorrows, all those tears you cried, all those disappointments, all those people who let you down, that is about to be over. Like that past, that type of life is behind you. So God, that's why God is saying he really wants you to take this time to like really change your mindset, change the way that you think about yourself and you think about the world, because you're in a completely new chapter. You're in a completely new flow. And it's like, you don't want to take that old attitude into this new cycle. And so God is saying, have this, if it's not here, it's not because you're a horrible person or because you haven't done anything. Just have this attitude of expectancy, have this attitude that you're on an adventure, that you're pregnant with possibility, and just to continue to do the things to allow yourself to let go of that heartbreak. But I really feel like you've really let it go. You've really gotten some closure. And now God is saying you are about to lift off to a whole nother level, a whole nother mindset of your life, because you've chosen to leave behind the chaos. You've chosen to speak differently, to, walk away from the people who want to play games. Like, you really chosen yourself, and because you chosen yourself, God is going to bless you. Angel number 837. Those sleepless nights are coming to, oh my God, lots of sleepless nights is coming to an end. God is saying, just trust your intuition. Trust your intuition on this union. You're going to be in union. You're going to be in union. Listen to me when I tell you this. God made us in pairs. I really feel like this era or whatever you want to call it is about the divine mate. It's about the twins. It's about the male and the female coming together. He needs this balance to come together. And so angel number 919, God is saying to just trust your intuition. Allow these sleepless nights to come to end. And it's just about changing your mindset about why the blessing isn't here. God is saying continue to turn away from the drama. Continue to move away from that. And everything will change. It will shift for you. It's here. It's here. You just have to start moving and feeling that way. God, give us a tool that we can use to clarify this message of expectancy and adventure, the temperance and the three of swords reverse. God, how can we continue to move away from the people and the things that are no longer serving us? Give us a tool that we can use as we are standing in this in-between space. How can we just know that we are about to go into a whole new level of being, God? Please just allow no room for doubt and confusion. Give us one word. Sorry. All right, y'all. We breaking out the romance, angels. I've wanted this deck since I got it. And I thought it was going to be like a big deck. Angel number 1040, but it is not. All right, so God, clarify this message of expectancy, adventure with the temperance and the three of swords reverse. God, what comes to us from turning away from the drama? What comes to us from standing in this space of expectancy? What comes to us from balancing our emotions? Or just what do you want us to know, God? Allow no room for doubt or confusion. Give us one card only, God. One card only, please. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Love yourself first. What did I tell you? Your self-respect matches, excuse me. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So what God is saying right now, during this time of you being in this in-between period, God is just saying, love on yourself, date yourself, take yourself out. Buy clothes for yourself, do things that make you feel good, because as you do things that make you feel good, as you keep, it's like as you do things that make you feel good, it's like your light is just going to shine brighter and brighter and brighter, and it's just going to lead your true love right to you. You have to realize that like attracts like likes attract like, guys. You have to become what you're trying to be. If you're miserable and you're like feeling like shit, how can you attract? Come on. So it's like you have to find your best way to like make yourself feel good, and it don't have to be anything dramatic. Like it can literally be, I've realized like I'm a very simple person at my core. I'm very simple. The things that make me happy is simple as fuck. I love going grocery shopping for myself. I love the process of creating my menu for the week. I love the process of cooking. I realize like I really like cooking, so why don't I just cook more? Yes, it's going to help me weight-wise and all that stuff, but I genuinely like cooking. So why don't I just cook more? I went to Barnes & Noble and I'm like, why don't I do this more? I love books. Why don't I just be around books more? I love a good TV show. And it's just like you have to realize. And what I realized is when you're not happy, you're not doing the things that you love to do. When I was miserable last year, I did not read a single book. It wasn't until I was able to come out of myself that I was like, oh, I'm back in my good reading groove. I wasn't able to be consistent with Honesty Sis because I was in a fucked up place. But now it's like I feel better. Everything is moving differently. I'm writing consistently. Everything is better. And it's not because I have a man or anything like that, but it's because I'm learning how to make myself feel good at the end of the day. Doing things that make me happy. Doing things that make me smile. I realized that I actually was like, I don't want to meet nobody yet. Like, I want to like really, truly learn how to love myself and how to be there for myself. I'm realizing that my wants and my needs and the type of shit that I'm attracted to is just different. Like, I don't want the same things that I used to want. I'm more selective. And that's okay. Before I was like, oh my God, like I made it so much difficult for myself. And my therapist like, because you got standards. I was like, you're right. So stupid. All right, angel number 1442. So God, just give us a tool, a heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. Okay, 2 messages. So for those of you that are in a relationship with someone, and it has been some bickering and it has been like some bickering and some arguing that leads you to restless nights, God is saying use your intuition, because it's like you're avoiding a conversation, and God is saying you just need to have that conversation. Love yourself. It's like you don't want to have that conversation because you don't want to upset your partner, but God is saying have that conversation, and it will probably help your relationship. For the others of you that are single, you're in this place of you're wondering where's the love of your life is coming, blah, blah, blah. God is saying you need to start being honest with yourself, making sure that you're checking all of your feelings. Pay attention to these things that are keeping you up at night. And then just take the time to love yourself. When you do that, then the true love and the romance in your life will come to you. Angel number 550. All right, God. Give us one tool that we can use to learn to love ourselves, God. Why is it so important for us to love ourselves? How can we just love ourselves and hold space of expectancy as we release heartbreak and release trauma and release chaos? Also, sometimes it can be hard to be in peace. I had to realize that sometimes I'm bored. It's like, no, girl, it's just peace. Like, just peace. Like sometimes we have to really reprogram ourselves to know that peace is our birthright. All right, God, final message. Give us one tool to wrap this on up. How can we love ourselves first? Have those heart-to-heart conversations so that we can get to the true love that is meant to us. One tool, please. I said, don't do that. Right. And we got 2. I will not try to control the uncontrollable. That makes so much sense. So God is saying there's no need for you to try to control this process of finding love. Like you just need to surrender to God. Because if you try to control this process, you're going to force yourself to be in a situation that you really don't want to be in. So God is saying release control of how this love is going to come about. I personally deleted all my dating apps because I just feel like my husband is not on there. Like he cannot be on there. And I just don't like it. I don't like the energy. I don't like how it feels. I feel like a weirdo. I don't know how to say it. I'm not cool during texts. Like I'm just an in-person person. Like I'm much better in person. I hope I'm okay on here. I don't even know how I come across. Like I'm always curious how I come across to people. But I just know I don't do very well in that. And so it's like I've released control and I'm like, God, I trust you. I know that my love life is not limited to me being on this dating app. So do what you do. Let's read this card. We want you to, excuse me. I'm sorry. I made this in-home caramel macchiato and it's so good. We want you to reach the place where you are willing, not just willing, determined, not just determined, eager to let go of the need of control of things that are uncontrollable, like what anybody else is doing, and give your undivided attention to only the things you can control, which is how you feel in any given circumstances. In other words, we want you to leave this moment saying, I've decided that I'm going to take life as it comes and I'm going to do the best that I can do in the midst of what I'm doing. Angel number 1850. And so that's why God is saying, I realize with my breakup, what really helped me kind of get to this place where I released the heartbreak, because my ego was just like, I feel like I got played, or I feel like I allowed him to play me or to use me. And then it's like, no, a part of me wanted to be used because I thought that was love. And I thought that's what you were supposed to do in a relationship. And so it's like, I had to take this ownership back. And I also had to realize that it doesn't matter if he tried to play me or anything like that. Everything I did for him, I did it from a place of love. And I did it because I really genuinely fucked with him. And anything else like that, you know, it's like how people treat you are a reflection of how they really feel on the inside. And so it's like if he didn't, you know, if he couldn't accept the love that I was giving him, or if that wasn't good enough, I'm not going to make it seem like I'm some fucked up person, or, you know, like, it's like, I'm not internalizing that. Like, I'm like, that's him. Like, it's like before I used to be like, what's wrong with me? And now I'm just realizing like, actually, that's him, you know, like that's his shit. That's stuff that he needs to deal with. And so I feel like that's what God is also trying to get you to understand. Like, you can't control how other people treat you, because how people treat you, well, you can allow, you know, I mean, you can put boundaries and say, you know, I'm not going to allow you to treat me this way. That, you know, you do have control over that part, but you can't control that. You know, like, the way that people act is how they feel on the inside and what they feel to be true about themselves. And so really, if you get nothing from this message, understand that how people treat you is a reflection of them and not you. Okay. Last thing, the law of attraction assembles happy relationships. Oh, look, under the adventure, the Three of Swords with the true love, God is saying, excuse me, this is so powerful. I'm so glad I got these cards. God is saying, when you take the time to love yourself, when you just you keep yourself balanced, keep your emotions balanced, when you keep, that's the thing. I'm just going to say this. Let me slow down. Okay, God, I'm gonna slow down. The thing is, God is trying to teach us how to work with the spiritual side. Remember, I keep saying this. I go back to one of our moon readings. God is trying to teach us how to be spiritual beings again. And so God is saying, yes, he knows you want love. He knows that this is something that you're expecting, that this is something that you want in life. And he's also letting you know, like, it's your divine right to have a divine mate. So there's nothing wrong with that. So any of that judgment, any of that weird, guilty feelings, that stuff that makes you feel less than yourself, God is saying, get rid of that. Like, just know that it's your birthright and you deserve to be in love and to have love, right? And so now God is saying, in order for you to get the love that you really truly want, instead of worrying about what I need to do and what app I need to be on and what area I need to go to, what party I need to go to, God is saying, just work on yourself, because the law of attraction also works. God is saying the law of attraction also works in relationship, but God is trying to say, I also work in relationship business. I'm in the motherfucking business of love. Like, I really had to stop watching certain people, and because, like, a lot of people in this world really don't believe in love. Like, they will believe in the law of attraction and believe in God to give them a career, to give them a house, to get them everything except for a divine mate. Like, they just do not believe in love. And that's why I'm telling you, you can't waste your time, waste your energy trying to force somebody to believe in some shit that they don't even believe in. You feeling bad because this person can't give you love when this person don't even believe in love because he never had love. You see what I'm saying? So stop internalizing it. God is telling you, nigga, if I don't do nothing, I'm in the love business. That's the number one business I'm in. I'm in the love business. So trust me to deliver your divine mate. Trust me to guide you to the person who is for you. And you ain't got to be on nobody motherfucking app. All you got to do is work on your goddamn self. Become the love you seek. Let go of the drama of the past. Stop dragging every single thing from one relationship to the next. If you have been in relationship after relationship after relationship, you have not had a year alone, I challenge you to take 2-3 months alone and just love on yourself. Love addiction is a real motherfucking thing. Your soul is seeking something, and what your soul is really seeking is you. It wants you. It wants you to connect back into you. The law of attraction cannot bring you a well-balanced, happy person if you are not already that yourself. All right, y'all, bye. Answer number 24 and 28. What did I just say? Okay. The law of attraction cannot bring you a well-balanced, happy person if you are not yourself already that. The law of attraction, no matter what you do or say, will bring to you those who predominantly match the person who you are. If you are not happy with yourself or with your life, the attraction of a partner will only aggravate the discord, because any action taken from a place of lack is always counterintuitive, counterproductive. And so with this card and what God is trying to get you to understand is that when you don't take the time to heal yourself, and that's not saying that you can only be in a relationship healed. I'm not saying that. You don't have to be completely healed to be in a relationship. But what I'm saying is you need to at least go into a relationship aware of your patterns, aware of how you love, where this come from. Because if you're not aware, you're going to get in a relationship with a person who is just going to re-aggravate that pattern, who's just going to re-act that out over and over. And 9 times out of 10, it's the same pattern with your mom and your daddy from childhood. When you really think about it, when it really gets down to it, it's so basic. It always go back to your childhood. All this shit is linked back from your childhood. And that's not saying like people who just have, well, I don't know, maybe. Because I don't know a whole lot of people. I don't know a whole lot of people with great childhood. So who knows? Maybe if you do have a childhood, great childhood, your life is fine. I don't know. But I'm speaking from this point of view. And it always goes back to your childhood. So you heal that. You take the time to love yourself, to find out how to make yourself whole, to heal your heart, to completely drop, that heartache. Have those heart-to-heart conversations with yourself about what you believe to be true to yourself, and then you will be able to get the true love that is honestly meant for you. Last message, God says, I can stop attracting don't wants by attracting do wants. So again, God is saying all the power is in you, but the power is you got to release control. Ain't that about a bitch? All the power is in you, angel number 2650, but the power is you got to release control. God is hilarious. What's wrong with him? You cannot rid the world of things that bother you. You have got to rid your vibration of the things that bother you. And when you rid your vibration of the things that bother you, you cannot rid the world of things that bother you. You have got to rid your vibration of the things that bother you. And when you rid your vibration of the things that bother you, no things that bother you can come. And so that's why it's so important it's not saying to cut motherfuckers out all the time, but it's like, if they're not in alignment with you, how can the things that are really in alignment with you get to you? If you keep putting yourself in situations and in environments and with people who you don't really even fuck with like that for real, and you're only really hanging out with them because you feel like you should be doing it, how can God ever give you the people who are for you? So it has to be a period of when you cut it out so that the universe know, oh, she for real. She really don't want that no more. So let me give her something differently. But you cannot really rid anything from your vibration, because there is no exclusion of this attraction-based universe. The only way to stop attracting something that you don't want is by giving your attention to something that you do want. So what God is trying to say is, instead of constantly focusing on, I'm lonely, God is saying, put your attention on, I am love. I'm doing things that feel love. I feel lovable today. Love is here. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the signals that you're sending to the universe is, I'm lonely. I don't have a man. And it's like, oh yeah, you don't. It's like you have to become what you're trying to see. The only way to stop attracting something that you don't want is by giving your attention to something that you do want. You don't want to feel lonely. You don't want to not feel love. So you have to put your attention on what you do want. You do want to feel harmony. You do want to feel love. So that means you have to create that harmony and create that love within yourself so that you can start attracting it to you. But you have to take small steps in it. So that means either you Like I was telling you guys in another video, I'm starting to take myself out to dinner. I'm starting to make myself meals that makes me really happy. I'm walking my dog more. I'm drinking a gallon of water. I'm working on my my body and making me feel good. I'm starting to get back into my yoga. Like, these are things that make me feel good. These are things that make me feel love. Like, I bought myself some flowers that make me feel good. So God is saying, first, you have to love yourself. Before anything, before you get the person that is really, truly meant for you to stop all these ancient relationships, you have to take the time to turn away from the drama, love yourself, really have those heart-to-heart conversations with yourself. Stop trying to control things that you cannot control, and trust God to bring in the people and the blessings that are for you. All right, y'all, that is all the messages I have for you. If it was beneficial for you, please give me a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, please make you subscribe so you will never miss out. Until we meet again, dream those dreams. Never let the internet rush you, and never, ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. Guys, I am so excited. God is really, really trying to get us to our divine mates. So if you are serious, take that time to love yourself first. All right, guys, take care.